Hey guys, we got Weaver next. For me, really annoying here to play against on the lane. Just Sukuchi, right? However it's pronounced. Really annoying to try to kill, really annoying to try to keep in place. There's a really great ult that is just kind of heals them back to the full. There's some item like Lincoln Sphere that kind of it makes it hard even further to try and kill him. You know, the hero is kind of like one of those red heroes, really annoying. Usually just play when I want to kind of relax and not think too much, but at the same time, like the chase is pretty interesting with Weaver, right? You kind of just kind of like hide and roam around quickly in Shukuchi and just kind of get out, attack, run back. So it's pretty much how you play him. Items now. Start with power threads. Always get power threads. You want to get the max attack speed. Goes with Geminet. When this is on the cooldown, you kind of want to hit as fast as you can with your normal attack. So yeah, it is just power threads. Not really. There's no phase boot. There's no phase boot because you get free phasing with this. There's nothing really else, right? You don't make travel. So that's the boots. Next item can be something like a more towards farming item. Maelstrom is amazing because of the Geminet attack. So every time you attack, when you attack twice, twice the possibility to proc the lightning effect. This gets up be made into Gleipnir, but since you're playing a carry, and Weaver is kind of problematic with items. You kind of have to be careful. You need to farm. If you're playing Weaver as a carry, you gotta be careful. You gotta get a lot of items, and Gleipnir I feel like is more reserved to somebody that's not so big on having to deal like fast damage and attack speed, right? It's more like utility item. So if whenever you choose to upgrade this, it's completely fine. Attack speed is great. The buff or the Mjolnir is great. You know, you're gonna be there in people's faces anyway. So the buff is really nice. One item that's also really nice is Desolator. Desolator pretty much works with a double attack. So your double attack is buffed, and also with the Swarm. Swarm reduces armor on each hit. This reduces by 6. Attacks twice, armor reduced there, here, attack twice on the low armor. You can see how it quickly kills people. You get double proc from the Maelstrom. Also because of Geminet attack, you know, I mean bigger chance to proc. So you can already see how Maelstrom and Desolator work great with Weaver. And after this, it's probably time to get something like Black King. This is all great. Just being able to constantly move faster, disappear, get in and out, but disables are still disables that they're gonna get, and one stun and one hex is really all that it takes to kill somebody like Weaver. It's not some offlaner that's a crazy health, so when they do hit you can die. You kinda need to get this to just be able to do your job. You need to be able to stay there, right click. Like I said, running around is great, but you kind of need, if you're playing a carry, you need to stay there and attack. You can't really be just roaming around, not showing your face because you're scared somebody gonna hex you and kill you. So whenever you decide that you need this, you know, for the fights, you'll have to make it at some point of the game, sooner or later, whatever the game kind of asks from you to make it. And kind of after these, if you want to maybe upgrade this to Mjolnir, some bigger items, Daedalus works great as well, again because of the whole double attack, the whole armor reduction, when they get hit by the crit, so again, a much bigger chance to proc the crit, because you attack twice immediately, kind of like Echo Saber, built-in Echo Saber effect. So hit with that for the procs, and then the whole armor reduction when the hit crits, when the hit crits on all of that armor reduction, you know, it's a much bigger hit than like normal heroes do. You're getting hit by crits when your armor is greatly reduced, so it can be really painful, right, to anybody that you're attacking. So that just makes a lot of sense of getting for Weaver. The proc chance, the big damage synergy with these, you know, when you crit. So I usually always get the Daedalus. I mean, you also get the default damage on it, right? Plus 90. So great item. Now, some of the like the last slot, there's kind of a lot of options that you could go for. Sometimes the game is like that where you can kind of just go without the Black King. It's not that often though, it's kind of rare. Sometimes you can just get away with Lincoln Sphere. Some people even make play with Black King and Lincoln Sphere, because some games are just like that where Black King is not enough. But yeah, if you could get away, it would end up something like this. If you could get away without Black King, if not, I would end with something like this, and of course just transform the hammer to the big one. This would be my end build, probably. Some interesting items. Monkey. So Monkey is an item that you can just make as it is. It doesn't have to be like a response for Phantom Assassin or anybody with Butterfly effect. You can just make it because, again, it's free damage, it's free attack speed, and each attack has a chance to like proc, right, to get you some even more extra damage, and just goes great with Geminate attack. Right, this always gives you that extra possibility to proc any special options from your items, right? Be that crits or be that extra damage, right? So if you want to get Monkey just to have Monkey, it's completely fine. Doesn't have to be like a counter item. One item that's also pretty interesting that you can get is Manta, but then you would get Manta much earlier, right? Manta is just another great tool. Kind of gets slapped on a lot, but it's not. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be like an offensive ability in terms of creating illusions. Manta just kind of helps you when you get silenced. So you get silenced. When you get silenced, there's really nothing left for you to do except to press the Black King bar, and you kind of wasted that, especially if you're running away. Why not just press the Manta and kind of break the silence, or if there's any flying stuns being thrown at you, you know, like Red King stun, Vengeful Spirit stun. You just kind of press Manta and block that, and not worry like, yeah, you know, maybe I can take the stun and live, and then you get stunned and then kind of just kind of jump on you and kill you because you wanted to be greedy with Black King, not to waste the extra seconds. Cooldown is also 90 seconds. You know, so if there's a nasty enemy pick where they also have stuns, hexes, and silence effects on top of everything, you know, maybe there's Queen of Pain or Storm Spirit playing mid. Those heroes always like to make Orchid into Bloodthorn. So, you know, having to press this and then they'd be like, okay, I'm gonna blink away. They both have like blink effects, right? You just kind of wasted the seconds on this. You have to wait like 90 seconds to be able to enter fight properly. You kind of under big pressure now, and they just kind of baited completely this effect from you just so you don't die, right? Because again, you do not have that much health as Weaver. It's not that hard to kill him at all once you catch him. So, you know, just keep Manta in mind. Also, Manta is, you know, there's Yasha inside. Yasha is attack speed, movement speed, bonus armor, bonus damage, ultimate orb, plus 10 on all stats. That also means plus 10 agility, plus 10 strength. Gives you more health, gives you more, you know, general stats. So always kind of keep Manta in mind, you know, depending on the enemy pick. There's also Pike. Not really a fan of Pike on Weaver. You can make it, but it's kind of weird. I think it's, for me, it kind of feels a slot wasted on utility that you don't really need. You kind of have the Swarm, the Windwalk, right, being spammable. You can get the whole time lapse thing, heal you to full health, return you where you were. Black King as well. If you don't have Black King, you always play something kind of like Lincoln Sphere. So what are you really doing with the whole Hurricane Pike, right? It kind of feels too much and feels like a wasted slot. That could be Monkey. Monkey is amazing compared to this. Skadi is amazing compared to Pike. Lincoln Sphere also, even if it's only so let's say you play against Legion Commander. If there's Legion Commander, Black King can't really save you. You gotta have Lincoln Sphere. That's the only thing that blocks her ult. You know, there's just a lot of things, or even Manta. I feel like there's a lot more things to just put in there instead of Pike, really. And like I said earlier, these just synergize so well that you don't really want to skip those, right? Also, I guess one item that I forgot, you can get Satanic there as well. Just everything is better than getting a Pike, in my opinion. Pike is really not what I would want. So Satanic Red as well. There's a double attack, some quick kills, nice health, nice free damage, 40 damage. Usually not really what I need. Again, there's a lot of tools for you to survive, to run around. This is kind of second life. Black King Bard for anything. If you get stuck, you can Black King Bard into Shukuchi, or you can just return time. It doesn't really feel like Weaver is something that's gonna get stuck. I have to press Satanic like Phantom to fight for my life because I'm just stuck. I can't move, you know. I can't blink on anybody. I can't disappear. Weaver kind of have all of that, so just a lot of mechanics to save my life. Coupled with the items, right? I just kind of don't need this, but it's an option. But like all of these are just, in my opinion, better than Pike. Pike is extra range. It is agility. It can push you away, but again, you're kind of giving away that slot that can be something much better, you know. I kind of feel like Scott is really nice for Weaver as well. It's a really nice one. I would even think about something like Bloodthorn. I would even consider Bloodthorn before Pike, because, you know, Bloodthorn as well gives you True Strike, gives you crits, armor reduction on these, double attack. You know, but again, you have crits then still, but still, this is gonna make you survive much more. There's Mage Slayer in this, kind of like Monkey Effect if you have trouble with any hero with Butterfly, with evasion. Think about Bloodthorn as well, but usually I would just end up with something like this, and maybe if the game goes much longer, that maybe I would get rid of Desolator, maybe put something like Monkey in there then. But yeah, early Desolator is fine no matter what. Goes with the whole armor reduction, right? Plus the double attack. So yeah, that'll be Weaver. Items. Let's see the talent tree. First one is really whatever. Kind of like strength more, just to give me more survivability. That is also fine. Second one, I always take mana break. Why not burn some mana while you're at it? It's also bonus damage. Why not? This is also fine. Again, not so big. Weaver is not so big here on these two at least. Third one, I mean, also nothing really crazy. Gemini attack damage, you can get a nice buff. You are playing a carry, so any damage is welcome, right? This is kind of really bad because you can really kill this off. Anybody can kill this off of you. It doesn't have to be you. It can be your allies. You can press Black King. You can disappear. It's just easy to ignore Swarm, especially later on. You know, if you really wanna deal with it. So just Gemini attack. Last one, kind of again depends on the enemy team and how much you're struggling. If you're struggling to move around, you feel like you're getting hunted a lot successfully, get a second charge of this. If you're feeling completely fine moving around, Gemini attack is great. You just attack 3 times, right? It's like a 3 fast attacks, so 3 attacks on reduced armor, on the chance for crit proc, on the chance to proc the Mjolnir effect, you know, 3 extra hits for the slow. Yeah, it just depends. However you feel, if you can move around with not much trouble, just get the Gemini attack. If you're in trouble moving around the map, you feel like they got so much stuff against you, get the second charge. Like this more defensive way of picking out, this more offensive way, and yeah, that's Weaver, guys. Really fun hero to play, but if you play him as a carry, be careful. It's really easy to farm reports. You need to farm a lot. You need not to die. Weaver is not that great without items. He needs the health, he needs the stats, he needs the attack speed, all the nice utility that, you know, I mean, the secondary effects that items carry with them. So kind of just be carry. He's one of those careful. He's one of those carries where you really gotta farm. You just gotta farm. You need items, right? So that's we were finally finished, and I'll see you guys on the next one.